off-centered.
You're all off-center.
We're all off-kiltered. It looks a little...
I think it's a little high.
It is high. Every time I touch it, it shuts off. So I ain't touching it.
Why is it shutting off?
Can I usually bump something?
Oh.
Yeah, we made it.
It hit 90 degrees today. So.
That looks really funny. 91, what? Actually.
91?
91 is what I saw. Yes.
And we don't have any of our AC units going, nothing. Just
No, it's too early for that.
Way too early.
So, hello.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my plant.
He wet. I bought him that shirt. He wet his plants because we got this grow tent here, and he's got a spray bottle, and I hear the. It's like,
yes,
I'm wetting my plants.
Yep. Mans, are you wetting your plants? Yes, Mama, I'm wetting my plants. But the starts are going great. The 2 full trays of cabbage.
You could actually move the computer over there. And
I ain't doing that. That'll get people seasick.
Oh, okay.
See the cabbage. I may actually get the cabbage out into the high tunnel tomorrow because I've been working on their beds, and I actually have the cabbage beds assembled and ready to go. Let's see. I started the 3rd of the 4 beds that are, the 8x4 by 3 foot high beds that our friends at the Lord's Harvest financed.
Covered. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we're going to be providing them with starts.
That's the 10,000 starts.
10,000 starts. And I would grow 10,000 starts. Never mind. Because funny words rhyme with starts.
They do. But we're going to figure out what date they need all of those, and then make sure we
backdate that.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I've got the calendar, so that's my tool.
Yeah. You do really good with that too.
But the broccoli's grown, the cauliflower's grown, 3 different types of peppers. I started tomatoes earlier in the week. 2 kinds, a cherry tomato and a homestead tomato, and got life in all of them. I think I have about a dozen plants of each at least, maybe more. So that's all going great. Let's see. The egg layers that came in or have actually moved out. They are actually out in the high tunnel now. So they're in a nice warm spot. Yeah.
We still have meat birds in here.
Yeah, meat birds came in this week, and I'm going to say it now.
What?
Since our meat birds did come in, that means our schedule is starting. I'm saying this early enough in the video because I know people like to click through. If you're interested in coming out for a class,
I think it's May 8th. Let me double check.
If I remember correctly. Because these chicks take about 8 weeks to grow. So do the math. It's right around May 8th. So our first class of the season for chicken processing will be
May 8th.
May 8th.
And I did make a post on it. You can't even see that.
So if you go to our Facebook
I made a post
page,
on the Facebook page about the dates.
Yes. My head looks really big.
It is.
We got through all the crazy weather this week. That was this week, right? The storm?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Monday.
Yeah.
And I actually had to go out in it about 7:30.
Tornado warnings.
2 tornadoes went through part of our county, which is unheard of. And then where we were doing the water testing for my work, there was down limbs like everywhere. And there was a trampoline that took a ride.
Yep. Yeah, they're going through Indiana today too.
Yep.
They're going right across there.
And I think we're supposed to get more storms tonight.
Early morning, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah. So right where the tornadoes are by our friends Ben and Denise at Renewed Homestead. So, and I think Ben was actually out milking at the time when the warnings popped up. He's like, well, got to keep on milking anyway. So there's not much you could do. Yeah, animals have schedules that animals like to keep, believe it or not. They don't care about the clock. They don't care about the weather.
No. And if you're late, they'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting bleated at for what, maybe 2 hours?
Oh, easily. Because you were late with snacks.
I was late with snacks.
Mhm.
I was doing stuff in here.
Yeah.
And
Glinda babies.
yes.
So the Glinda babies are amazing. Oh my goodness, they
Cute.
are so cute. 2 rams. The last of the babies are born. I think that happened this week.
You telling the names?
It is Saul. Saul has spots, and Paul. Paul does not have spots. So, yeah, and that is the last. And their names may or may not stay, because we have friends coming out tomorrow, hopefully, the Father willing.
Emily wants Saul.
Saul actually looks like one of our little rams from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Edmund. They look like they could be twins.
Edmund was 2 years ago.
No, that was last year. Either way, I can't even remember yesterday, so bear with me. Yesterday I was in the high tunnel. I know that much. Finishing up.
You're getting really brown.
Again. Yeah.
Look, I mean,
I'm glowing.
he's definitely getting a tan
Yeah.
out there.
That's okay.
I was taking care of stuff inside. I know I'll be spending a lot of time outside, but there's a lot of stuff I'm trying to catch up on here.
Inside. Yeah, because Friday was technically your last day
Mm-hmm.
with Mountain Valley.
It was.
So we're happy to be moving on to the next chapter.
Mm-hmm.
The next chapter is a positive outlook.
Yep.
So we're happy about that.
See where God's bringing us.
Yes. Back to chickens. We have the incubator going with the eggs that we got from Ben and Denise. The breast chickens, they are.
Is it breast or Bressie?
I don't know.
Bresse.
Yes.
Do they call it dual purpose?
They are technically a dual purpose bird because they do lay a decent amount of eggs, and they are for meat. So they are supposed to be the meat bird. They don't grow like a Cornish cross, which is what we grow out in 8 weeks. But these birds are, they're bigger chickens. They act like regular chickens. And
They grow out more like regular chickens.
But they mature at about 16 weeks. So just like
instead of 8 weeks.
So just like a regular broiler chicken that you could buy, but the Bressie meat is supposed to be phenomenal. So that's why we got 2 dozen eggs from our friends. They are hatching as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're up to like 8 or 9 that have hatched today. Going from there.
And the really good thing about this breed is we can breed them here.
Yes.
We don't have to keep buying, like Cornish cross, you have to keep buying from the store or have an elaborate setup with
the different kinds
the 2 different kinds of birds to cross them and then hatch those eggs.
Mhm.
And with as much stuff as we got going on, I don't think
We're
we
not
need
getting into that.
that.
And if the meat is as good as everybody says it is, I guess we'll find out in about 16 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. So May, June, July ish.
Yeah.
I guess we need to put that on the calendar too.
We'll see. What else is there? I have no idea. Turkeys came home. You did that.
Yep.
I think we talked about that last week. Girls are in the front paddock right now, the front pasture. We are going to start milk sharing probably this week.
Monday, I think we're going to separate the
Maybe
mamas.
Tuesday because we got company on Monday.
Oh, that's right. That's why I'm cleaning the house. Well, I needed to clean the house anyway, but yes.
Yeah. So
we got folks coming in tomorrow to take a look at the babies because they're planning on taking them in another 6 weeks
Yes.
after they're raised.
Yes.
And then what else? How are the newlyweds in Michigan doing? They are doing well. I actually be-reeled and snapped Abby today, and it seems like she's doing good.
Sent some wedding pictures the other day.
Yeah, she did send some wedding pictures. They were, I think she got them back Friday. They turned out really good.
Yes.
The turkeys are doing good. They must be mating because the water and the food things are always knocked over.
Well, they're either mating or avoiding mating.
I don't know. But I'm going to go with their mating
Yes.
because I don't want this to be a whole, I don't know.
Fiasco.
Yes.
Yeah. So our goal with the turkeys, of course, is to have Thanksgiving turkeys.
Available for people
Yes.
this November.
Yes.
And they are big birds
Mhm.
because a lot of people will only let them grow out
9
so many
months,
weeks
yeah.
or so. But then we let ours grow out until mid-November.
Mhm.
And then you have a fresh turkey. It hasn't been frozen, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to be 15 to 20 pounds.
Yeah, they're big birds.
22. One was almost 25 pounds.
But they were the
Jonesy.
white, yeah,
They were the white
one.
Hollands. Yes, right.
So we're actually mixing 3 different breeds.
Yeah. We'll
So
see what happens.
we'll see what happens. Either way, I'm sure it's going to be tasty.
Fresh turkeys are phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. We may have a ram harvest coming up here soon. We're actually going to another farm Saturday
This Saturday. Yep.
to help with one of the guys who built the high tunnel. He asked for help for processing a wether of his.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one.
We got to find out more
We need
details.
to find out more details.
I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2, and then we got to figure out how much they have on their farm and what stuff we need to bring.
Do we have to bring a vacuum sealer? Do we have to bring bags? Does he have this stuff? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not worried about hoisting it up because when we helped with the class last year at the Jamboree, it was a on-table processing. So you could actually just lay them out on the table,
Mm-hmm.
remove all the things you need to remove, and cut the pieces you need to cut.
Yep.
Tonight's dinner is pork loin. That's going to be, it's in the Instapot with like an Italian dressing and herbs and all that kind of stuff.
That type of a thing.
And we'll
I forgot
have
to add something.
a side salad, and we'll have some pasta salad.
I ate the pasta salad for lunch.
Oh, Mama ate the pasta salad for lunch, so there won't be pasta salad. With
There will be
dinner.
beans, though.
There will be beans, and there will be bread.
But I also think this might be us.
Bethany's having smoked mountainside chicken. Ha nice.
I think what we've been talking about is just like eating up the pork that we have on hand, and then that's it.
We'll see about if that's it or not.
I don't know. We've been challenged on it,
Yes, we have.
thinking very strongly on it. So
And a lot of scriptures coming up. The end of Isaiah is one of them. And it's funny because this past Wednesday, I got to sit in with our church's Wednesday night Bible study, and it was from the part of Acts where Peter has the vision of the cloth coming down with the 4 corners and all the wild beasts and all that kind of stuff. And, a lot of people, and myself included, at one time interpreted that as,
I'm listening.
I know I'm reading. It's going down. Yes. Well, first of all, they came down 3 times. That was awesome. Another Peter and his 3s. But, then the Lord saying, kill and eat. And Peter saying, that, he wasn't going to eat it because he's never eaten an unclean thing. And the Lord said, don't call unclean what I have cleaned. Again, I don't like to put out my own interpretations here in this format, but, after those visions, Peter didn't go downstairs and they didn't offer him a BLT or a pulled pork sandwich. there was 3 Gentiles at the door to take Peter to a Gentile's house. So I'm just going to leave that out there. Something to think about.
What about our Easter conversation, though?
Well, that's a deep. Yeah, that was that one.
So let me ask you all this. What is your typical Easter meal? And Ken and I talked about it, because we've only been together 10, 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we always talk about stuff from way back when. Hey, because we're still learning.
So I asked her, I said, so what was the Easter meal like when you grew up?
And I said, ham.
Rolls and this and that. Mm-hmm. And I go, ham. She's like, yeah, ham.
And all of a sudden I go, oh no. Why are we having pork on Easter?
Yeah. So it's little things like that are coming to light.
It should be lamb, but I don't know. That's just us working.
Thank you for letting us go through our journey with you. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Because
it is a journey. And it's a journey we're all on. With that said, I think that's it for the farm updates as we're rolling along. And why am I not? Something went wrong.
It's working here.
Oh, we're all off kilter. Wow, I'm way behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you all hear the? Oh, that's the echo. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's something we got to fix.
We're having lamb for Easter too, and for Passover.
Is there any more farm updates that you could think of?
Yes, that's true. The notion that nothing you put in yourself can defile you. It is what comes out of a man that can defile you.
Yes.
Lasagna was, that sounds good. Lasagna with salad and garlic bread.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have ham, then we changed it to turkey because some people in my family don't like ham, and now some people don't like turkey either. I don't know. Lasagna sounds like a really yummy compromise.
That is a good option. I'll never complain about a lasagna.
I kind of feel like I'd be lost without my ham and bacon too. But I don't know. I feel like I could make chicken sausage.
Especially since we make really good ham and really good bacon.
We do.
And that's...
The homemade bacon is something. But
anyway, we're about 20 minutes in or so.
And you picked?
And again,
I don't know.
Again, we are we do Bible readings every Sunday night. We start at 6:30ish. We're trying to do better at 6:30, but
we were late today because of me.
We go through our farm updates and then we get into the Word. And Amy and I, we do read from the NIV version.
She said letters of John.
No. I don't know.
Wow, the way you said that. No.
And
First, second, third John.
So we read. We did the letters of John.
No, we didn't.
We did. No, we didn't. But anyways, we read from the NIV just because it's an easier read. It leaves out the these and thous and thises and that's. And we don't put a lot of commentary in. There is some here and there, kind of like what I just shared, but in general, it's just scripture. And tonight, I'm just going to ask you to either look at the next page from where we left off, or turn your page to the next book, and that's where we're going to be tonight.
Jeremiah?
Yes, he was a good friend of mine.
Did you understand the single word he said?
No.
And you better not have helped him drink his wine.
I've stopped drinking wine.
I know you have. We both have. Okay.
So, yeah, Jeremiah. And Jeremiah has about, not quite that many, has this many pages. So it's about 52 chapters.
I thought you were going to go New Testament.
Oh, I've been praying and looking and this and that. And I don't want to say arguing, but no, and doing some studying into Jeremiah. I think this is maybe not fitting for the season, the Passover and Lent and Easter season, but I think it is very fitting for the season that we're in the world. So, and if you're not familiar with us, we do take turns reading back and forth. If we have a natural break, we will switch off at the natural break. Or if something is way too long and one of us gets tired of reading, we get kicked under the table and the next person takes over. That was a good kick.
How many chapters are we going each evening? There's 52.
I don't know. We'll start with 6.
Okay.
And yes, he was very much a bullfrog. So with that said, we'll, as always, Amy will get us started, and I will do my best to not get caught up in the glares and the funny words that I can't see.
Jeremiah chapter 1. The words of Jeremiah, son of Hilkiah, one of the priests at Anathoth, the territory of Benjamin. The word of the Lord came to him in the 13th year of the reign of Josiah, son of Ammon, king of Judah, and through the reign of Jehoiakim, son of Josiah, king of Judah, down to the 5th month of the 11th year of Zedekiah, son of Josiah, king of Judah, when the people of Jerusalem went into exile.
You can keep going.
I'd like to, because I earned it after seeing all those. The word of the Lord came to me, saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Ah, sovereign Lord, I said, I do not know how to speak. I am only a child. But the Lord said to me, do not say I am only a child. You must go to everyone I send you to and say whatever I command you. Do not be afraid of them, for I am with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord. Then the Lord reached out his hand and touched my mouth and said to me, now I have put words in your mouth. See, today I appoint you over nations and kingdoms to uproot and tear down, to destroy and overthrow, to build and to plant. The word of the Lord came to me. What do you see, Jeremiah? I see the branch of an almond tree, I replied. The Lord said unto me, you have seen correctly, for I am watching to see that my word is fulfilled. The word of the Lord came to me again. What do you see? I see a boiling pot tilting away from the north, I answered. The Lord said unto me, from the north disaster will be poured out on all who live in the land. I'm about to summon all the peoples of the northern kingdoms, declares the Lord. Their kings will come and set up their thrones in the entrance of the gates of Jerusalem. They will come against her surrounding walls, against all the towns of Judah. I will pronounce my judgments on my people because of their wickedness in forsaking me, in burning incense to other gods, and worshiping what their hands have made. Get yourself ready. Stand up and say to them whatever I command you. Do not be terrified by them, or I will terrify you before them. Today I have made you a fortified city, an iron pillar, and a bronze wall to stand against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, its officials, its priests, and the people of the land. They will fight against you, but will not overcome you, for I am with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord.
Chapter 2. The word of the Lord came to me. Go and proclaim in the hearing of Jerusalem. I remember the devotion of your youth, how as a bride you loved me, and followed me through the desert, through a land not sown. Israel was holy to the Lord, the firstfruits of his harvest. All who devoured her were held guilty, and disaster overtook them, declares the Lord. Hear the word of the Lord, O house of Jacob, all you clans of the house of Israel. This is what the Lord says. What fault did your fathers find in me, that they strayed so far from me? They followed worthless idols and became worthless themselves. They did not ask, where is the Lord, who brought us out of Egypt, and led us through the barren wilderness, through a land of deserts and rifts, a land of drought and darkness, a land where no one travels and no one lives. I brought you into a fertile land to eat its fruits and rich produce. But you came and defiled my land and made my inheritance detestable. The priests did not ask, where is the Lord? Those who deal with the law did not know me. The leaders rebelled against me. The prophets prophesied by Baal, following worthless idols. Therefore, I bring charges against you again, declares the Lord. And I will bring charges against your children's children. Cross over to the coast of Kittim and look, send to Kedar and observe closely. See if there has ever been anything like this. Has a nation ever changed its gods? Yet they are not gods at all. But my people have exchanged their glory for worthless idols. Be appalled at this, O heaven, and shudder with great horror, declares the Lord. My people have committed two sins. They have forsaken me, the spring of living water, and have dug their own cisterns, broken cisterns that cannot hold water. Is Israel a servant, a slave by birth? Why then has he become plunder? Lions have roared, they have growled at him. They have laid waste his lands. His towns are burned and deserted. Also, the men of Memphis and Tahpanhes have shaved the crown of your head. Have you not brought this on yourselves by forsaking the Lord your God when he led you in the way? Now, why go to Egypt to drink water from the Shihor? And why go to Assyria to drink water from the river? Your wickedness will punish you. Your backsliding will rebuke you. Consider then and realize how evil and bitter it is for you when you forsake the Lord your God and have no awe of me, declares the Lord Almighty.
Long ago you broke off your yoke and tore off your bonds. You said, I will not serve you. Indeed, on every high hill and under every spreading tree you lay down as a prostitute. I had planted you like a choice vine of sound and reliable stock. How then did you turn against me into a corrupt wild vine? Although you wash yourself with soda and use an abundance of soap, the stain of your guilt is still before me, declares the sovereign Lord. How can you say, I am not defiled? I have not run after the Baals? See how you behaved in the valley. Consider what you have done. You are a swift she-camel running here and there, a wild donkey accustomed to the desert, sniffing the wind in her craving. In her heat, who can restrain her? Any males that pursue her need not tire themselves. At mating time, they will find her. Do not run until your feet are bare and your throat is dry. But you said, it's no use. I love foreign gods, and I must go after them. As a thief is disgraced when he is caught, so the house of Israel is disgraced, they by their kings and their officials, their priests and their prophets. They say to wood, you are my father, and to stone, you gave me birth. They have turned their backs to me and not their faces. Yet when they are in trouble, they say, come and save us. Where then are the gods you make for yourselves? Let them come if they can save you when you are in trouble. For you have as many gods as you have towns, O Judah. Why do you bring charges against me? You have all rebelled against me, declares the Lord. In vain I punished your people. They did not respond to correction. Your sword has devoured your prophets like a ravening lion. You of this generation consider the word of the Lord. I have been a desert to Israel, or a land of great darkness. Why do my people say, we are free to roam, we will come to you no more? Does a maiden forget her jewelry, a bride forget her wedding ornaments? Yet my people have forgotten me, days without number. How skilled you are at pursuing love. Even the worst of women can learn from your ways. On your clothes men find the lifeblood of the innocent poor, though you did not catch them breaking in. In spite of all this, you say, I am innocent. He is not angry with me. But I will pass judgment on you because you say, I have not sinned. Why do you go about so much changing your ways? You will be disappointed by Egypt as you were by Assyria. You will also leave that place with your hands on your head, for the Lord has rejected those you trust. You will not be helped by them.
Chapter 3. If a man divorces his wife, and she leaves him and marries another man, should he return to her again? Would not the land be completely defiled? But you have lived as a prostitute with many lovers. Would you now return to me, declares the Lord? Look up to the barren heights and see. Is there any place where you have not been ravished? By the roadside you sat, waiting for lovers. Sat like a nomad in the desert. You have defiled the land with your prostitution and wickedness. Therefore, the showers have been withheld, and no spring rains have fallen. You have the brazen look of a prostitute. You refuse to blush with shame. Have you not just called to me, my father, my friend, and from my youth? Will you always be angry? Will your wrath continue forever? This is how you talk, but you do all the evil you can.
During the reign of King Josiah, the Lord had said to me, Have you seen what faithless Israel has done? She has gone up on every high hill and under every spreading tree and has committed adultery there. I thought that after she had done all this, she would return to me, but she did not, and her unfaithful sister Judah saw it. I gave faithless Israel her certificate of divorce and sent her away because of her adulteries. Yet I saw that her unfaithful sister Judah had no fear. She also went out and committed adultery because Israel's immorality mattered so little to her. She defiled the land and committed adultery with stone and wood. In spite of all this, her unfaithful sister Judah did not return to me with all her heart, but only in presence, declares the Lord. The Lord said unto me, Faithless Israel is more righteous than unfaithful Judah. Go proclaim this message towards the north. Return, faithless Israel, declares the Lord. I will frown on you no longer. I am merciful, declares the Lord. I will not be angry forever. Only acknowledge your guilt. You have rebelled against the Lord your God. You have scattered your favors to foreign gods under every spreading tree, and have not obeyed me, declares the Lord. Return, faithless people, declares the Lord, for I am your husband. I will choose you, one from a town and two from a clan, and bring you to Zion. Then I will give you shepherds after my own heart, who will lead you with my knowledge and understanding. In those days when your numbers have increased greatly in the land, declares the Lord, men will no longer say, The ark of the covenant of the Lord. It will never enter their minds or be remembered. It will not be missed, nor will another one be made. At that time they will call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all nations will gather in Jerusalem to honor the name of the Lord. No longer will they follow the stubbornness of their evil hearts. In those days the house of Judah will join the house of Israel, and together they will come from a northern land to the land I gave your forefathers as an inheritance. I myself said, How gladly I treat you like sons, and give you a desirable land, the most beautiful inheritance of any nation. I thought you would call me father, and not turn away from following me. But like a woman unfaithful to her husband, so you have been unfaithful to me, O house of Israel, declares the Lord. A cry is heard on the barren heights, the weeping and pleading of the people of Israel, because they have perverted their ways and have forgotten the Lord their God. Return, faithless people, I will cure you of backsliding. Yes, we will come to you, for you are the Lord our God. Surely, idolatrous commotion on the hills and the mountains is a deception. Surely, in the Lord our God is salvation of Israel. From our youth, shameful gods have consumed the fruits of our fathers' labor, their flocks and herds, their sons and daughters. Let us lie down in our shame, let our disgrace cover us. We have sinned against the Lord our God, both we and our fathers from our youth till this day. We have not obeyed the Lord our God.
Chapter 4. If you will return, O Israel, return to me, declares the Lord. If you put your detestable idols out of my sight and no longer go astray, and if in a truthful, just, and righteous way you swear, as surely as the Lord lives, then the nations will be blessed by him, and in him they will glory. This is what the Lord says to the men of Judah and to Jerusalem. Break up your unplowed ground and do not sow among thorns. Circumcise yourselves to the Lord, circumcise your hearts, you men of Judah and people of Jerusalem, or my wrath will break out and burn like fire. Because of the evil you have done, burn with no one to quench it. Would you like me to keep going?
If you want to,
Announce in Judah and proclaim in Jerusalem and say, sound the trumpet throughout the land. Cry aloud and say, gather together, let us flee to the fortified cities. Raise the signal to go to Zion. Flee for safety without delay. For I am bringing disaster from the north, even terrible destruction. A lion has come out of his lair, a destroyer of nations has set out. He has left his place to lay waste your lands. Your towns will lie in ruins without inhabitant. So put on sackcloth, lament, and wail, for the fierce anger of the Lord has not turned away from us. In that day, declares the Lord, the king and the official will lose heart. The priests will be horrified, and the prophets will be appalled. Then I say, ah, sovereign Lord, how completely you have deceived this people in Jerusalem by saying, you will have peace when the sword is at our throats. At that time, this people and Jerusalem will be told, a scorching wind from the barren heights in the desert blows towards my people, but not to winnow or cleanse. A wind too strong for that comes from me. Now I pronounce my judgment against them. Look, he advances like the clouds. His chariots come like the whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe to us, we are ruined. O Jerusalem, wash the evil from your heart and be saved. How long will you harbor wicked thoughts? A voice is announcing from Dan, proclaiming disaster from the hills of Ephraim. Tell this to the nations, proclaim it to Jerusalem. A besieging army is coming from a distant land, raising a war, cry against the cities of Judah. They suffered her like men guarding a field, because she has rebelled against me, declares the Lord.
your own conduct and actions you have brought upon you. This is your punishment. How bitter it is, how it pierces the heart. Oh, my anguish, I writhe in pain. Oh, the agony of my heart. My heart pounds within me. I cannot keep silent. For I have heard the sound of the trumpet. I have heard the battle cry. Disaster follows disaster. The whole land lies in ruins. In an instant, my tents are destroyed, my shelter in a moment. How long must I see the battle standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? My people are fools. They do not know me. They are senseless children and have no understanding. They are skilled in doing evil. They know not how to do good. I looked at the earth, and it was formless and empty, and at the heavens, and their light was gone. I looked at the mountains, and they were quaking. All the hills were swaying. I looked, and there was no people. Every bird in the sky had flown away. I looked, and the fruitful land was a desert. All its towns lay in ruins before the Lord, before his fierce anger. This is what the Lord says. The whole land will be ruined, though I will not destroy it completely. Therefore the earth will mourn, and the heavens above grow dark, because I have spoken, and I will not relent. I have decided and will not turn back. At the sound of horsemen and archers, every town takes to flight. Yes. Some go into the thickets, some climb up among the rocks. All the towns are deserted, no one lives in them. What are you doing, O devastated one? Why dress yourself in scarlet and put on jewels of gold? Why shade your eyes with paint? You adorn yourself in vain. Your lovers despise you, they seek your life. I hear a cry as of a woman in labor, a groan as of one bearing her first child, the cry of the daughter of Zion, gasping for breath, stretching out her hands and saying, Alas, I am fainting. My life is given over to murderers.
Chapter 5. Go up and down the streets of Jerusalem, look around and consider, search through her squares. If you can find but one person who deals honestly and seeks the truth, I will forgive this city. Although they say, as surely as the Lord lives, still they are swearing falsely. O Lord, do not your eyes look for truth? You struck them, but they felt no pain. You crushed them, but they refused correction. They made their faces harder than stone and refused to repent. I thought, these are only the poor. They are foolish, for they do not know the way of the Lord, the requirements of their God. So I will go to the leaders and speak to them. Surely they know the way of the Lord, the requirements of their God. But with one accord, they too had broken off the yoke and torn off the bonds. Therefore, a lion from the forest will attack them. A wolf from the desert will ravage them. A leopard will lie in wait near their towns, to tear to pieces any who venture out. For their rebellion is great, and their backsliding many. Why should I forgive you? Your children have forsaken me and sworn by gods that are not gods. I supplied all their needs, yet they committed adultery and thronged to the houses of prostitutes. They are well-fed, lusty stallions, each neighing for another man's wife. Should I not punish them for this, declares the Lord? Should I not avenge myself on such a nation as this? Go through her vineyards and ravage them, but do not destroy them completely. Strip off her branches, for these people do not belong to the Lord. The house of Israel and the house of Judah have been utterly unfaithful to me, declares the Lord. They have lied about the Lord. They said, he will do nothing. No harm will come to us. We will never see sword or famine. The prophets are but wind, and the word is not in them. So let them say, be done to. So let what they say be done to them. Therefore, this is what the Lord God Almighty says. Because the people have spoken these words, I will make my words in your mouth a fire, and these people the wood it consumes. O house of Israel, declares the Lord, I am bringing a distant nation against you, an ancient and enduring nation, a people whose language you do not know, whose speech you do not understand. Their quivers are like an open grave. All of them are mighty warriors. They will devour your harvests and food, devour your sons and daughters. They will devour your flocks and herds, devour your vines and fig trees. With a sword they will destroy the fortified cities in which you trust. Yet even in those days, declares the Lord, I will not destroy you completely. And when the people ask, why has the Lord our God done all this to us? You will tell them, as you have forsaken me and served foreign gods in your own land, so now you will serve foreigners in a land not your own. Announce this to the house of Jacob and proclaim it in Judah. Hear this, you foolish and senseless people. who have eyes but do not see, who have ears but do not hear. Should you not fear me, declares the Lord? Should you not tremble in my presence? I made the sand a boundary for the sea, an everlasting barrier it cannot cross. The waves may roll, but they cannot prevail. They may roar, but they cannot cross it. But these people have stubborn and rebellious hearts. They have turned aside and gone away. They do not say to themselves, let us fear the Lord our God, who gives autumn and spring rains in season, who assures us of regular weeks of harvest. Your wrongdoings have kept these away. Your sins have deprived you of good. Among my people are wicked men who lie in wait like men who snare birds, and like those who set traps to catch men. Like cages full of birds, their houses are full of deceit. They have become rich and powerful, and have grown fat and sleek. Their evil deeds have no limit. They do not plead the case of the fatherless to win it. They do not defend the rights of the poor. Should I not punish them for this, declares the Lord? Should I not avenge myself on such a nation as this? A horrible and shocking thing has happened in the land. The prophets prophesy lies. The priests rule by their own authority. And my people love in this way. But what will you do in the end? Chapter 6. Or do you want to stop there?
I think we probably have to stop there.
Okay.
These are long, long chapters.
We're going to stop there for this evening. We'll probably have 2 weeks where we do 6 chapters and the rest will be 5.
Okay.
Just so we end
Stay on track. Yep.
Yes. While we were reading, something came to mind. I forgot what. That's how it happens these days. Every day just kind of rolls into another. But, I remember now. So Friday, we did not go dancing. Usually on the third Friday of the month, we go dancing. But between the daylight hours lasting too long and the work day lasting too long.
I mean, we were still outside working at 6:15, and we were supposed to be there
by 7.
6:30. I was like, and then we're exhausted because
Yeah.
we've been working outside all day. It's like, and that's just like, that's one of the things that we've always just set aside. Once a month, we have date night and we go contra dancing.
Even if it's just to sit and listen to the music, because the music's fun to listen to.
And if anybody knows what contra dancing is, think square dancing, but it's in a line. It's very Appalachian. I kind of play this bluegrassy-ish music.
Yep. Very simple, very fun.
Yes.
Very open. I guess that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time. But Wednesday night we had Bible study. Thursday night we actually went to a Lions Club meeting.
We did.
I needed to. I
forgot about that. No, our local Lions Club chapter invited us to come over and talk about our ministry.
Have dinner and some dessert.
Yeah.
Talk about the ministry. And for now, they have actually offered their property, which is right in town. So if you're familiar with Hot Springs, if you're coming through over the railroad tracks, come to Sarah Joe's, which is, you can follow 2570 or you follow 209. So you make the right to head to our house. The Lions Club is right up that road. And they've actually offered to us the use of their property if we want to have a farm stand.
Like on Saturdays when everybody's there in town, because there's a lot of people that set up little booths and things, and that would be amazing because it's a nice covered space. They've got freezers and stuff. We can bring all kinds of things, but we could also do things like a canning class or, ferments or,
Yes, have some off-site education, if we get to that point. But yeah, that was a huge thing.
Yeah, very huge.
So Brother HC hooked us up with that one, so we appreciate that a lot.
Yes.
Mama spent her Friday with some friends, driving around, shopping and stuff.
Yep. Had some older friends that needed to get out and get groceries, so we did that. We went to lunch, and yeah, it was a day. It was a full day.
Yes, it was. And I'm glad you did at least get the 2 bags of the lamb feed.
Yep. Because
I put them both in the tote today, because we would have ran out.
The car was pretty full with everybody's groceries.
I bet. Well, folks, thank you so much for being here tonight. If you have prayer requests and want to send them to us specifically, you can do that. If you want to leave them in the comments, that's great. If you have any feedback and want to share that either in a comment below or in an email or text to Amy, feel free. We try to respond to everything that we see. And please keep us in your prayers.
Yep. It's probably going to be a big week. I think the 2 cabins that we're selling are going on the market at some point this week.
Yes. So if you're interested in moving here.
Or even renting.
Yes.
We have 3, I'm going to say 2 for rent and 2 for sale.
Yep.
And then we leave 1 for
friends and
family and classes and that kind of thing.
Exactly. So
don't tempt me.
There's 2 cabins. Your daughters are coming down. Just the math is kind of funny that way, isn't it? I don't know. There's a horse farm right behind our church. I don't know.
You're tempting her even more.
No, I do not lead anybody into temptation. That was actually today's Sunday school. That was actually a challenge. But anyways, I could go on and keep on talking, but we have dinner. I'm sure y'all have stuff you'd like to do. So thanks again for being here this evening. We will be back again next Sunday at 6:30. We may eventually change it to more 7-ish, but depending on the daylight hours and things of that nature.
And what are your thoughts on that? If we do move it to 7, is that going to mess people up?
7 or 7:30, or do we just leave it where it is?
How long have we been doing this?
Just over a year, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But anyways,
6:30. But anyway,
this stuff we're talking about and praying about.
I think those heat lamps need to come off the plastic.
It's not plastic.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I think it's melting.
Okay. 7 won't be bad for me because sometimes we're sitting
for dinner.
Understood. Dinner. Yeah, that would push our dinner back too. That's something we got to keep in mind. Or we'd have dinner sooner. But anyways, you done?
Yep. Sorry, somebody got kicked off the feed and now they're texting me. I lost connection, but I still want to text.
It happens. Yeah. All right, y'all. And with that, I think we're going to call it a night.
All right.
So God bless. Y'all take care. We'll see you next Sunday.
All right. Sounds good.